Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel and welcome back to the start of fragrances since spring. So this is the first fragrance that I'm going to be doing in spring. I wore this the entire week, was really nice. I will tell you right now that this fragrance is not a safe blind buy by any means. If you have not been able to smell this or haven't got a sample, I highly suggest you doing that before you pull the trigger on this fragrance, because this fragrance, while it is beautiful, it's pricey, and not everybody's going to love this fragrance. However, I did really like the fragrance. As you guys can see, this is my first Penhaligon fragrance. This is the Penhaligon box. And this is for the Bluebell. This is also another reason why I got this fragrance, is because I've been watching a lot of documentaries on Princess Diana, and it is said to be rumored that this is one of her favorite fragrances that she wore. So that's pretty much a big reason why I decided that I wanted this fragrance. And this is my first Penhaligon in my collection. However, I did get a couple samples, and I'll show you guys those in a little bit. With the box that I got for Christmas, my husband bought me this for Christmas. It came with a whole bunch of samples, some candles. I'll show you a little bit about what I have. But the fragrance was $200 online. And the next fragrance that I want to get, because I was given with this fragrance, with the shipment of all the goodies and stuff that they gave you three full-size samples, and one of them is Luna. Smelled Luna, fell in love with Luna. That's the next one that I want to get from Penhaligon, but that one's probably going to be quite a while down the road, because that one is a $260 bottle of fragrance, and I can't afford that right now, but that is the next one that I want to get from the Penhaligon line. So this is what the box looks like. The box is beautiful. And I know that this was it was sold out for quite some time, because they had to get more in of it. I guess they were trying to make it again, but it was sold out for quite some time. So I was actually really happy to be able to get this for Christmas. So that's what it looks like. And then you just pop it off like this. And then this is the fragrance itself. I love that little light blue, and then the bow is a really cute touch. It says Bluebell Eau de Toilette Penhaligon's perfumes established in 1870. So this is from London, England, by the way. I didn't say that, but as you guys can see, it says Penhaligon London on the back, which is really pretty. And I just really like how the fluid looks. The fluid's really, really, really pretty. I like that really light blue. Very pretty. It reminds me of spring, how everything's starting to become fresh and aquatic and everything else. Floral. This is a perfect spring fragrance if you like something a little bit more potent. I think what I'm going to do is, I think the first day of spring I will be whipping this one out, because I really do like the Bluebell. It's very, very pretty. And then she'll just sit right here in her little spot. So I'm going to go ahead and tell you guys what the notes are in this, and then I'll get into whatever else that I got from the package. So the notes for the Bluebell by Penhaligon, top notes are citruses. Middle notes are hyacinth, lily of the valley, rose, cyclamen, and jasmine. And the base notes are galbanum, clove, and cinnamon. And you can definitely smell the cinnamon in there, and it is definitely Bluebell heavy. So if you guys do not like a Bluebell fragrance, this is not going to be your jam, because it is extremely Bluebell heavy. It is definitely green. If you don't like a fragrance that has a green smell to it, like I'm talking fresh moss, fresh cut grass, if you don't like something like that, you will not like this, because it is extremely green and it's moderate in projection. Seasons to wear this fragrance is definitely going to be during the warmer months, springtime, summertime. I would suggest just sticking to springtime, because I think in the summertime it may put off a little bit. So I'll probably stick to just wearing this in the spring, maybe in the early fall. I'm not really sure, but that's what I would suggest on this. As far as the lasting hours on this, this is definitely a 6-hour performing fragrance. Like I said before, this is a fragrance that is not a safe blind buy. It's just, if you don't like a green fragrance, you are not going to like this. If you don't like something that's very heavy in the florals, you won't like this. But I love it. I think it's really pretty, and I do want to get Luna. During the week of me wearing this, my husband did say that it was pretty, but it is a little potent. He used another word. I forgot what the other, pungent. Now I don't like that word, but that's what he said. It was a little pungent. So again, this is definitely one of those ones that you want to go lightly on spraying if you're not familiar with the fragrance. In this case, even for it being an eau de toilette, I would definitely think that less is more for this guy. It's intense, guys. It's very green, very mossy, like I said. If you don't like a green note, if you don't like those like mossy fragrances, you aren't going to like this. But the bluebell and the cinnamon are absolutely beautiful in this fragrance. Longevity is pretty good, like I said. And as far as the cilia is just moderate. So it doesn't take a whole lot, and you will definitely smell this. A lot of people consider this more of an old lady fragrance. I do not get that in any way, shape, or form. At least to my nose, I wouldn't categorize this as old lady. But to each his own, is everybody's fragrance. But that is definitely what my thoughts are on the Penhaligons Bluebell. I really like it. On a scale of 1 to 10, I would rate this probably about a 7, 7.5 out of 10. It's really good, and for it being a eau de toilette, this performs very, very well, you guys. So, but like I said, if you have not tried this, I highly suggest getting yourself a perfume sample of it, maybe going into the store if you guys are local to London or something, maybe getting yourself a travel size, because this is definitely not a Slave Blind Buy by any means, but I'm happy to have it in the collection anyway. And like I said, my real reason why wanting this fragrance is because this is rumored to be Princess Diana's signature scent, and that was one of the main reasons why I wanted this fragrance, on top of smelling it. I do like it, but like I said, it is definitely not a blind buy. It's not for everybody. All right, now I'm going to show you guys some of the stuff that I got with this for Christmas. Okay, so you get 3 samples, and this is what the thing looks like. You get 3 of these. I gave one of them to my husband because it gives you like duplicates. I actually had like, I think 2 of these, so my husband has one of these. He also got, in the back here, it tells you which ones that it gives you. Portraits, the Tragedy of Lord George. I gave that one to my husband too because it's more of a male fragrance, while the Half Tidy or whatever it is, the middle one there, I think is more unisex. Now Luna is the one right here. This is the next one that I want to buy, and this is what they look like. As far as this is the packaging for Luna, but as you guys can see, they are very very nice size. So it's definitely, it's a 10 millimeters, so they're definitely nice on free sizes. So let me show you what they look like. So this is what they gave me. This is the other one that I gave my husband. I have a backup for myself, but that is the full size, travel size for this one. And then this one here is Luna. Luna is going to be my next and probably last Penhaligon fragrance, but I do have a sample of Luna, and I have not really used, I've probably sprayed it one time, but just because I only have this, so I don't want to use a whole lot of it, but I definitely want to get it. But again, the bottle is $260 on the website, and I just don't have that right now, unfortunately, but I probably will be getting Luna in the future. So these are a couple of the samples too that they give you. You get some selections on fragrance samples that they give you, and then I chose Penhaligon's Impressa. So that's what this one is here, and I don't know if you guys can read it here. There. That's what it says for the, this is also an eau de parfum, so that is what it says for that one. That was one of the samples I chose. And then there's this one here. I love the picture on this one. It's very pretty. This one is the World According to Arthur. So this is what it says there. This was the other sample that I selected. Okay. And then these are the candles. It says Penhaligon on there. I actually have 2 of these guys. 2 of the Penhaligon candles, and they are both the same fragrance, which is right there, the Mudrow Leaf. And then this one is also that one too. But this was a really nice perfume. I got quite a few nice goodies with this fragrance for Christmas. My husband had it packaged really pretty for me and everything. So it did come with quite a few bonuses. So I definitely think that it was worth the investment. Again, this fragrance was pretty pricey. I think this one was about $200. So it is a very pricey fragrance. But I really like it because I will be having this in my collection for quite some time. But as I said before, please, you guys, get a sample of this. Maybe try one of these guys before you commit to the full bottle, because once you do, the bottle's $200, and if you don't like it, it's a big dent in your wallet. But if you can afford it, cool. I just wanted to have another unique perfume in my collection. But that is my thoughts on the Bluebell from Penhaligon. I really enjoy it. I think a lot of people do enjoy it, but it is definitely, like I said, more green, more mossy. Definitely springy, and if you're not into those, you will not like this fragrance. But I wanted it because Princess Diana, it was her signature scent, and I wanted to have something like that. And I still think the fragrance is very beautiful, but like I said, it's definitely in moderation. But if you guys have any questions on this fragrance, please feel free to leave them down below. And I think for next week, hold on a second, you guys, hang on one second, I'll be right back. Alright guys, welcome back. So this is going to be next week's fragrance that I'm going to start. It's a Victoria's Secret Bombshell Santorini. So this is going to be the next fragrance that I wear. If you guys have any thoughts or want to know about my fragrance for next week on this one, stay tuned, because this is going to be the one that I am going to do starting Monday. And as always, please feel free to rate, comment, and subscribe. If you have any more questions, leave them in the comment section below, and I will get back to you guys. Thank you. Have a good one.